Vikings, and with the Yowler horn bellowing throughout U.S. Bank Stadium, a Nordic nation of 70,000 strong rises up with a cry of Skol to usher two teams into battle. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And we're off from U.S. Bank Stadium. On the return, here's Miles Price. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
You know, Kate, that injury robbed us all of what looked like a promising rookie season through the preseason where this kid was on fire. But he's still got a year of learning from head coach Kevin O'Connell. Maybe more importantly, watching Sam Darnold's magical season. Now the ball's in his hands.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe block as he's sent out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. On play action now, McCarthy. Still going inside the 35. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
First down. First and 10.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First and 10 from the 32. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll step up, and there he goes. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
It's a gain of 18. And the Vikings, first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And this is Savion Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock is 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
What's cool about Jordan's story, too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity to shine. Now we just get to celebrate all these shining moments, showing off the talent that he's got.
It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Packers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. The Vikings have played to an early lead. Packer football to begin. They're looking at 1st down here. Now Love on the play fake. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Love from the gun. Quick slant taken in by Dobbs. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. To find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. That's a perfect play to break it big.
Working inside the red zone. Makes the catch. It's picked up by the Vikings, going the other way! So they do take over after the fumble block, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard, and it's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally...
Now Jones and the football pops free. And the offense is there to recover, but they're still stuck inside their own 10. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Nearly saw them trade fumbles there on back-to-back plays, Brock, but a chance recovery kept one turnover from answering another.
Kate, can we please, can we please hold on to the football? Somebody! I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind up here. And you know what the defenders are going to do? They're going to smell blood in the water, and they're going to be swinging as wildly as I am here in the booth.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Vikings holding the lead at US Bank Stadium. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. Dive play straight ahead. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Kate. They say that football is cyclical. Well, I sure hope we see the fullback come back. There's just something about that guy, something about that position. And he just showed you right there, going to get you a first down. They can be difference makers, too.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. Making the call himself. So 20 yards on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Running a screen now for Jones. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But fortunately, the Vikings stay calm. They were able to get to it. Crisis averted. They keep possession.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Here's McCarthy to throw. A massive shot towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. 3rd quarter, got a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Packers taking the field now. Their 2nd series of the game coming up. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
It only took them 1 play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Going to the ground again on 1st. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
Every Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Here's Jacobs again on second down. They'll cobble together a yard there. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
The Vikings into the nickel for this third down play. Love out of the shotgun. Dump off caught by his back. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Fourth down, he calls his own number on the option. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And that's a great field position.
Hey, fourth down, I get it. You want the ball with your biggest playmaker. And a lot of offenses, that's quarterback. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down.
The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. It should allow them to operate a little more freely.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Second down carry for Jones. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
They've got first down here from the 36. Staying on the ground here with Jones. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's Vikings ball working to... They'll run the draw with Jones. The bounce outside, he is a little bit there, about 3 yards. That's going to bring up second down.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Jones once more. The stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to.
Waste of time. What are you guys doing?
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Staying on the ground with Jones. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Jones trying the left side. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Fullback trying to pound it across. And he's in for the touchdown. The Vikings go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score, don't let it go to 4th and goal, and he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Reichert on for the point after.
The extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings double their lead to 14.
Vikings 14.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Brooks now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And this one doesn't go far.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Now with 2:09 left on the clock, we got a timeout from the defense.
It's 2nd and
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Straight ahead they go with Jones. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down. And this defense wants the extra stoppage before the 2-minute warning as they take a timeout, 2:05 on the clock.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
3rd and just 2 to go. Jones going to try to pick it up. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings feeling good with a 14-point advantage. First down, and they go right back to it. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. So quickly, the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They give to Jones, right side. And that's all with the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
They're running the option, short side. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now.
I could promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Reichert connects there. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
We've got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Packers all set to get back out there. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Back to the air. Love. Finds Jacobs, complete. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Air it out on 3rd. That's it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the